What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogreboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2011 movie Transformers Dark of the Moon. So in this movie, the Autobots and Decepticons are having to battle to possess a powerful technology from their homeworld crashed on Earth's moon to restore their home planet. And the Decepticons are wanting to destroy Earth and stuff, and the Autobots, of course, are trying to save it. Pretty much your typical Transformers story. You know how everything's going to go by the end of the movie. This one is easily my least favorite movie in the Transformers franchise, at least up to this point. I've only seen the other two that came out after this one once as well, so that could change. But the first time I watched this movie, I didn't really enjoy it, and this time rewatching it, I actually enjoyed it even less this time. It had some fun moments, but it drags really slowly and everything. You could tell Michael Bay did want to try to do it a little bit differently than he did with the previous movie, where he went all out on trying to make it bigger and everything. And this one does have a smaller feel to it, but it's not very good and everything. And the characters are just not very well written, especially this new girl, Carly Spencer, who's this new girlfriend of Sam and everything, because him and Michaela broke up between movies and everything. This movie's set like 4 or 5 years after the events of Revenge of the Fallen, and I don't really like the new girl. I think she didn't have any good character quality. She's very poorly written and everything, and so she kind of stood out like a sore thumb in this movie. And you also get some other new characters, like Bruce, who is Sam's boss, played by John Malkovich, and he's like really over the top and stuff in this movie. It's kind of fun to watch. You can tell he's having fun making this movie, but he's just really over the top, and it kind of gets annoying a little bit after a while. And Frances McDormand plays Charlotte, one of the directors of National Intelligence. I don't know how the heck they got her in a Transformers movie. She's like a really great actress that does mostly independent movies and stuff, so I don't know what she was thinking. Maybe she just wanted to do this, get the money to help fund some of her other independent movies, maybe, I don't know. But it was really weird seeing her in this movie as well. And Patrick Dempsey is this human villain named Dylan, who Sam feels threatened by because he thinks his girlfriend likes him and everything, and we find out that he's helping the Decepticons and stuff. He's not a very great villain. We've seen characters like him done way better in other movies. None of the new characters in this are very good, and all the old ones are fun and fine, but they're not. You can tell they're kind of getting tired of this franchise as well, especially Shia LaBeouf. You can tell he's kind of over this franchise by the time this movie came around and everything. He does okay, and his chemistry with Rose Huntington-Whiteley, who plays Carly, is very bad. Like, they have no chemistry at all. And say what you will about Megan Fox, she wasn't the best actress either in those movies. And I don't think she was as terrible as everybody said, like I've said before, but at least they did have chemistry, though. That's something that did work in those two movies, is they did actually have good chemistry. But he had no chemistry at all with Rose Huntington-Whiteley, and it just didn't work. I honestly don't get why they had to recast her. I mean, I get Megan Fox said some things that she shouldn't have said and everything, but I wish they would have kept her in this one, because it just really makes this movie kind of stand out like a sore thumb, like I said. And you get some good new Transformers in here. I really liked Brain. I thought he was kind of good. He's like a little comedic one that hangs out with Willie from Part 2, and they're not as annoying as they could have been and stuff. He kept the comic relief down to a minimum and stuff, so they weren't as annoying. And you got Leonard Nimoy in here doing the voice of Sentinel Prime, and he's pretty good too. I thought Sentinel Prime was a pretty good character, and I like how the little twist with him becoming bad and everything. I thought that was kind of cool and everything. And once again, Hugo Weaving and Peter Cullen are great as Megatron and Optimus Prime. Like, all of the voice acting is fine and everything. I also noticed in this one they really don't do a lot with Bumblebee. I mean, he just he's kind of there, but they don't give him a lot to do except for a couple of scenes when Sam is having to say goodbye to the Autobots because they're leaving Earth and everything, when you know darn well that they'll be back before the end of the movie and everything. And it's supposed to be this big emotional moment, but it felt like there was no emotion there to me. It might have maybe to some people, but to me there was no emotion or stakes in this movie. And that's something this franchise, you gotta learn. There are no stakes in here. Like, you know how it's going to end every single time. They're gonna get what they need, or stop what they're doing, whatever they're trying to stop, and it's gonna just be a good ending and everything. It isn't anything new. Everything is a lot of more of the same. The action in here is not near as good as it was in the other ones and everything, and they really were trying to use influence the 3D aspect of it. You could tell they were really trying to make the 3D work on this movie and everything because of the success of Avatar, and that kind of hurt the movie a little bit too. It was really kind of noticeable in certain scenes and everything, and the visual effects aren't near as good in this one either. Like, it has a lot more CGI, and the CGI is a lot more noticeable and everything. This was one I just didn't really like very much. And also, Sam's parents in this movie are absolutely obnoxious in this one. They were really annoying in the first two movies, but this one they were past annoying. Personally, I'm glad that this is the last time we get to see Sam and his family and stuff, because none of them were very likable in this. And Shia LaBeouf does this really weird screaming and stuff. His acting is really kind of off in this movie. It was when he was in a really bad place in his life at that time, and it just, you could tell he was starting to unravel and everything. It's not a entertaining movie. I will say that it did have some good practical sets and stuff still, and some good action moments. And also at the beginning of this movie, something that I thought was really dumb is like the music and stuff, that when you see Sam's girlfriend walking into the bedroom and stuff, they're playing this music that sounds like it's coming from like some kind of commercial for depression medicine or something. It's like really, really silly and stupid. And everything, and the score in this was just not very good either. It has this weird music every time there were these scenes between Sam and Carly. It was weird. But yeah, I'd say I'd give Transformers Dark of the Moon a 4 out of 10. It's okay. I don't really want to rewatch it again. I might rewatch it if I'm rewatching the franchise, but that's really the only time I'd ever watch it. If I'm just going to watch a Transformers movie, this is the last one I would want to go to, at least right now anyway. Like I said, I haven't seen the other two movies in a long time, so I could think they're worse than this one on rewatch. I don't know. But yeah, so let me know in the comments what you think of Transformers Dark of the Moon, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.